Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young boy named Tim. Tim was known for being very kind-hearted and gentle to everyone he met. He would always go out of his way to help others, even if it meant sacrificing his own happiness. Tim's parents were proud of their son's kindness, but they worried that he was too soft and might get taken advantage of. One sunny morning, as Tim was walking through the village, he saw an old woman struggling to carry a heavy basket of groceries. Without hesitation, Tim rushed to her aid and offered to help carry the basket to her home. The old woman was grateful and thanked him for his kindness. As Tim continued on his way, he came across a group of children teasing a stray dog. Tim couldn't bear to see the poor animal being mistreated, so he stepped in and stood up for the dog, asking the children to stop being mean. The children listened to Tim and eventually stopped their teasing. Later that day, Tim encountered a bully picking on a younger child. Instead of walking away, Tim bravely stood up to the bully and defended the younger child. The bully, surprised by Tim's courage, backed off and left the scene. Word of Tim's kindness and bravery spread throughout the village, and soon he became known as the soft-hearted hero. People from all around would seek Tim's help and advice, knowing that he would always be there for them. However, despite his good intentions, Tim's parents began to worry even more. They feared that their son's kindness would one day lead to trouble. One day as Tim was going to school, suddenly he saw a young blind man trying to cross the road, but nobody was helping him. Tim rushed to help the young blind man cross the road. As they crossed the road, the young blind man said, "My home is nearby. Could you please help me to reach there, as you are so kind and a very good boy?" Tim agreed and said, "Of course. I always help those people who are in need." As they were going, the road was very silent and nobody was coming or going. Tim got scared a little bit and asked the blind man why the road was very silent. Eventually, they reached the home. Suddenly, the blind man took off the glasses. Tim was so scared because the man who was pretending to be blind was not actually a blind person. He was a kidnapper. Tim cried very hard, pleading, "Please let me go." At home, Tim's parents were very worried about Tim because it was very late and Tim didn't come home. Luckily, the old woman saw the blind man when Tim was helping him, and she told Tim's parents. With the help of the police, they found Tim. Tim's parents thanked the old woman, the one Tim helped. Tim's parents said, "Tim, we're proud of you for being so kind and caring. But sometimes, you need to stand up for yourself and set boundaries. You can still be kind, but you also need to be strong. Not everyone out there has good intentions, and you need to protect yourself." Tim listened carefully to his parents' words and realized that they were right. While being kind was important, he also needed to learn to assert himself and not let others take advantage of his kindness. From that day on, Tim started to find a balance between being kind and standing up for himself. He learned to say no when necessary and to set boundaries with others. And while he continued to help those in need, he did so with newfound strength and confidence. As Tim grew older, he became known not only for his kindness, but also for his resilience and inner strength. He remained a beloved figure in the village. But now, he was admired not just for his soft heart, but also for his strong spirit. And so, the tale of Tim, the once soft-hearted hero, became a story of courage, resilience, and the importance of finding balance in life. And from that day forward, Tim lived happily ever after, knowing that he could be kind and strong at the same time.